We begin tonight with some Husker football news. Coach Matt Rhule answers questions after a shocking story this weekend.
This place is elite, and I want to be a great father, and I want to be a great college football coach. And so, I'm not going to talk a lot about job openings when they come. This is what happens when you win. I've dealt with it. We've won at Temple, and I dealt with it all the time. I've dealt with Baylor. I'm not going to talk about those things ever. I'm not going to talk about my contract here. I'm going to talk about the team.
Matt Rhule facing questions today after the departure of longtime Penn State head coach James Franklin. Now, Franklin was the head coach at Penn State for 11 seasons, and his firing leaves an open position at a premier program. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Rod Fowler.
And I'm Sophia Pullman. Penn State is Coach Rhule's alma mater, and with the role now open, questions of his future are being asked. We have team coverage on this story gripping Husker Nation. Channel 8's Karen Lucrez is talking to Big Red fans. But we begin with Jake Cohen. Jake, what is Rhule saying tonight?
Yeah, all eyes and ears were on the Husker head coach today after his alma mater's head coach position finally opened up. On Sunday, as we know, Penn State fired longtime head coach James Franklin. And Rhule played football for Penn State in the 90s under Joe Paterno. He also has a really good relationship with Penn State's AD Pat Kraft. He hired him at Temple, where Rhule coached there for 4 seasons. But while the head coach was pouring his heart out to Penn State and is sorry to see James Franklin's career come to an end, he says he's happy at Nebraska, stating that he wants to keep building this program from the ground up.
I love Penn State. Met my wife there. It's my alma mater. Fan since I was born. I think probably had a Penn State shirt when I was born. I love Pat Kraft. I came here for 2 reasons. I love the community here and wanted to live here, and I love it here. I wanted to rebuild Nebraska football, but yeah, I absolutely love it here, and I want us to continue to take the steps needed for us to turn this thing into a beast.
And the Huskers could be well on their way to that. Matt Rhule is 17-14 this far in his Husker career after taking them to their first bowl game in 8 years just last season. But Rhule is only looking forward, of course, with the team traveling to Minnesota this Friday night for a shorter week. We'll talk more about that matchup later in our Sports Zone.